again. It's a rich thing.
Hello guys, today in this video, we are going to help you to find out the best worm composters in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review, and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 10. Hungry Bin Flow-Through Vermicomposter. The Hungry Bin Flow-Through Vermicomposter is a brilliant solution for transforming high volumes of waste into rich worm compost without the trouble of switching trays or sorting through worms. Hungry Bin processes up to 4.4 pounds of waste per day, making it perfect for a large family or a small band of guerrilla gardeners. The system is aerated by small holes perforating the lid of the bin, which may be the only big drawback of this XL option. It doesn't provide enough ventilation to keep worms cool in warm weather or when decomposing hot foods like grains. With its heavy-duty green plastic and wheels, the Hungry Bin fits right in next to your average city garbage bin and comes with a standout lifetime guarantee. You'll need to wait a bit before harvesting your first batch of vermicompost due to the size of this bin, but it's worth it. Number 9. 4-Tray Worm Compost Kit. Not so much wiggle room in your budget? Not a problem. This affordable 4-tray worm compost bin makes a great starter kit for anyone who wants to give it a go. This compact worm composter features 3 ventilated working trays, a spigot to drain leachate, and a small rack to elevate your bin. Some users find it difficult to open the spigot of this worm composter due to its low-to-ground design, so we recommend setting it on a crate or other stable surface. Make sure to buy bedding for your worm bin, not included, to keep flies away, and be prepared to drill your own ventilation if your worm colony grows beyond this container's capacity, which can happen quickly. This model handles about 1 to 2 pounds of food waste per week. Number 8. Urban Worm Bag Version 2. If the thought of sorting through trays of worm compost and wriggling, slimy critters makes your stomach turn, the Urban Worm Bag is the right choice for you. This flow-through worm composter made in sturdy, waterproof polyester requires minimal fussing, i.e. you don't have to touch the worms, to produce a huge amount of vermicompost, unlike other worm composters in this guide. This worm composting bag is best suited to a sealed garage or mudroom because it isn't critter-proof. The advantages of the flow-through composting bin design aren't only for the squeamish gardeners though. This design improves aeration and minimizes disturbance to your worms, keeping them happy, reproducing, and quickly munching through your food waste. Urban Worm recommends starting with a bed of cocoa coir or store-bought vermicompost for best results. Number 7. Tumbleweed Worm Cafe Vermicomposter. Whether you're an experienced worm composter or are, nervously, welcoming the wiggly things into your home for the first time, this worm composting bin from Tumbleweed will earn our pick for the best worm bin for its simplicity, ease of use, and quality. The sturdy, stackable design made of lightweight plastic comes with a lid, 3 working trays, 1 collector tray, 1 tap and nut set for your compost tea spigot, 4 plastic legs, and a block of worm bedding material. Assembly is a quick and easy process. This worm compost bin can handle up to 12 pounds of food waste per week and is suited to both outdoor and indoor use. Just add worms. Number 6. Worm Bucket Trademark Indoor Composter Kit. What I love about this worm compost bin is that it is the perfect indoor kit for those who don't have space for a 30+ gallon vermicomposting system. This Worm Bucket Trademark Kit makes it easy to turn food scrap into finished compost right under your kitchen sink. The design makes it easy to dump organic material, aka kitchen waste, right into the top of the bucket. The top bucket, with a mesh design on the bottom, sits inside a second bucket so that the compost tea, worm juice, is filtered to the bottom. The spigot at the bottom of the outer bucket allows you to easily drain your compost tea as needed. Besides the simple design that solves my own indoor composting needs, I also really appreciate the eco-friendly packaging and design. The worm bucket comes in 100% compostable packaging that can be used as fresh bedding material for the worms. If you're looking for a discreet indoor worm composting bin for your kitchen waste, then this is it. Number 5. BioVessel Eco Living Composter. This sleek, countertop worm composter is made from 100% recycled HDPE plastic. Its compact size makes it perfect for city dwellers or small household sizes. Or, if you lack space or are new to worm composting, this is the composter for you. BioVessel was created after more than 20 months of experiments, biological research, and observations on food decomposition. Due to the small ecosystem of this composter, there is no odor emitted from the bin. The worms eat all of the rotting food prior to fermentation, before odors have a chance to develop. The unit has an observation window that makes it easy to check on progress. However, due to the small size of the main opening, one drawback of the composter is that it can be challenging to fit the food scraps inside. During use, be sure to secure the lid tightly so that the worms do not escape. Number 4. SubPod Mini Compost System. The SubPod Mini is not a traditional worm farm, but a compact aerobic system and vermicomposter hybrid that sits under the ground, so it takes up very little space and helps with pest and odor control. Due to its subterranean positioning, the unit is naturally insulated to create optimal composting conditions for the worms to go to work. This mini unit can compost up to 22 pounds of food waste per week and is suitable for households of 1 to 4 people. Installation instructions are easy to follow, and regular maintenance takes just a few minutes per week. It's worth noting that the lid is very heavy, potentially making it hard to lift. Unlike traditional worm farms, this cannot be used indoors. It's estimated that every year, a SubPod unit diverts more than 1,600 pounds of food waste from landfills and over 600 pounds of CO2 from the atmosphere. Number 3. The Essential Living Composter. With a fast and easy installation process and a budget-friendly price, the Essential Living Composter is a solid choice for beginners looking for an affordable way to get started with worm composting. The only other items you need to set up this bin are your worms and food scraps. The black and gray versions of this durable bin are made with 100% recycled polypropylene, as is the plum version when available. However, the green option is only made from 10 to 50% recycled material. In general, polypropylene is more environmentally friendly when compared with other plastics, as it's recyclable and doesn't release as many toxins. In addition, polypropylene breaks down after 20 to 30 years on average, compared to 500 years for other types of plastics. The stackable style composter comes complete with a water retention channel that runs along the outside of each tray and helps to control moisture. These channels gather the moisture and prevent the bedding from drying out around the edges. One drawback to this particular composter is the worms can get stuck in the bottom tray. To try and combat this, it's advised to line the bottom tray and frequently drain the leachate. This should stop the worms from getting stuck and drowning in the leachate. You're also limited on how much you can expand this bin. It was designed to provide enough composting potential for an average apartment dweller. However, you can't add an extra third or fourth tray because the small legs won't hold the weight. Number 2. Maze Worm Farm. Constructed with mostly recycled polypropylene, the black plastic portions, and designed and manufactured in Australia, the Maze Worm Farm is ideal for those who are new to worm composting or have limited outside space. The worms inside the Maze Worm Farm can digest up to 8.8 pounds of kitchen waste per week. As the entire unit only weighs 6 pounds, it's easy to move around. You can also purchase additional legs to make it higher if you're struggling to bend down to collect the worm leachate, excess liquid runoff. The bin contains 2 working trays that can be rotated and are stacked vertically for optimal aeration, making it a great home for the worms. The Worm Saver feature stops the worms from falling out of the bottom and makes scraping out the worm castings an easy job. Unlike some others, the Maze Worm Farm composter only has 2 trays, potentially limiting growth, so it may not be a good choice for those who want to expand their worm colony. Number 1. Worm Factory 360. After extensive research into the best overall worm composters, the Worm Factory 360 came up top again and again. Worm Factory is a well-respected and renowned company within the permaculture world. This particular model has a standard 4 trays that can be expanded up to 8, offering the largest volume of any other worm composters that we found. Despite having such a large volume, it only has an 18 by 18 inch footprint, so it fits well into small spaces. The Worm Factory 360 is perfect for those residing in smaller households and can be used indoors or outdoors. This bin is constructed from recycled HDPE, high-density polyethylene, plastic that's incredibly durable and, with the correct care, should last for many years. Although products made using HDPE are not biodegradable, they can be recycled at certain facilities. When recycled, it's commonly made into rope, toys, recycling bins, or trash cans. If you no longer require your worm composter, always try to rehome it before sending it off for recycling. The Worm Factory 360 does require regular maintenance to avoid clogging, but the process takes less than 15 minutes per week.